Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is me, your girl Basby, and I am here with another Baddies Africa review. We're on episode 2 and it is called Battle of the Baddies. This review is kind of late, but it's because I went on vacation and so I was gone for about 4 days. And I did the recording before I went, but the audio sounded bad. I was real choppy. I didn't like it, so y'all know what happens with stuff like that. I just tossed that right on out, and when I got back I got down to business and re-recorded it. So thank you everyone for your love and support. Don't forget to continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. Share the video because it does help people find me over here. And without further ado, let's get into the review. We open back up with Natalie and Ahnna going at it. And it should come to no surprise that Natalie got beat up. Not too bad, though, because they was only letting these girls tussle for about 3 seconds at the most. But we all know Natalie can't fight. Natalie is a shit starter. She talks shit all day, and she's messy as fuck. Plus, she know how to get money. She decided fighting was not something that she needed to learn. Even after all these seasons of watching other people fight, she did not take any notes on how to be a better fighter herself. Natalie and Ahnna, they keep talking shit back and forth. And Natalie gonna call herself high-fiving Stunna, talking about, oh yeah, she call us the ops. I guess we the ops, huh? Well, what else would y'all be? Y'all damn sure not her friend because y'all came here to fight her. It's beefs on both ends of the table. So you're op. But you could tell that Natalie's ass was defeated because she sat her ass right on down. She had rolled her blunt, talking, saying, oh, Ahnna, you gonna get your ass beat all season. Ho, obviously not by you because you couldn't do it right now. In her confessional, Ahnna said that someone needed to handle Natalie. If it wasn't going to be Diamond or Scotty, it damn sure was going to be her. Well, kudos to you, girl. You see where that landed you. Stunna says she expected more from someone who's been talking shit for 3 years and says that Natalie got up on her, which was a lie. Bitch, did you not see the fight that we just saw? Yeah, Natalie ran up and got the fuck done up. In that little bit of time, they let them girls fight. But you know the fight that I came to see. That's between Stunna Girl and Ahnna. I've been waiting for this fight ever since Stunna got Ahnna wrapped up in that rapture of love that we call the producer man and Scotty allegedly. Baby, I've been waiting on this fight since Ahnna told her to pull up to Zeus headquarters. And Stunna got there and Ahnna was nowhere to be found. Bitch, let these two get ready to rumble. Now, Ahnna said Taseki taught her a thing or two, and it shows because Ahnna really was out here throwing straight hits.
This little fat bitch mad because she can't whip my ass right now. The whole time, the only thing I could think of was just swing and don't pull hair and back up. Taseki taught me that one. Never pull no hair. Just shoulders. You see how she did Dolly at reunion?
Stunna, I really thought you was going to come out here and be on the ass. And I think you thought so too. And baby gave you a little bit of run for your money. But I also was mad about this fight because why did they keep breaking it up after 3 seconds? This is the fight that we all waited to see. This was the fight that hyped us up for this season. And y'all really didn't let them run this shit for real. Stunna, yeah, she was trying to like push Ahnna on that bar and get the best of her. But Ahnna, baby, taking them lessons. She's straight going from the shoulders with it. Not pulling no hair, not nothing. So every time Stunna kept trying to get her down, she was having to dodge a whole bunch of hits. We see Stunna after this fight. They done broke it up for the last time. Stunna bleeding from her eyebrow. She bleeding from her arm. I was like, God damn. Y'all didn't even seem like y'all was tussling that long for all that to even happen. So Ahnna was like, yeah, you see, you're leaking. Not gonna tell the internet that. But Stunna said, baby, hold up. Wait a minute. Bitch, this not from you. I got in a fight last night. That's what that came from. Because y'all know she had jumped Ivory. And Ivory said she had busted her across the head. Ahnna, she popping her shit. Baby is hype. She must have didn't think she was going to win that fight either. She so hype. She like, now that I don't got Stunna out the way, bring Nally ass back out here. I ain't done with that hoe. But y'all know that wasn't about to happen. Natalie says in her confessional that this is the end of Ahnna. She said she would not be riding on a plane ride all the way to Africa with that girl. Her services is no longer needed. And that is when we realized that Ahnna didn't have a job at Zeus anymore. Now, Ahnna tried to say, I ain't get fired. Natalie just wouldn't film with me anymore. So that's why I wasn't on the rest of the season. Well, Ahnna, you don't have to say that you were fired. You can say that you were laid off. Because if the girl didn't want to film with you and we all film together as a group, at some point in time, the majority of the time, y'all going to be in the club together or y'all going to be at these little house meetings. So if she didn't want you in the mix, baby, lack of work means they going to lay you off. Now, I know a lot of people was mad because I said this might be the last time we see Ahnna because let's be for real. Zeus does not make stars. Anybody who has came on Zeus that went on to something else did not get their start from Zeus. They got their start from other franchises. And I've been watching reality TV since probably like the early 2000s. We see these people come, they probably stay for like another season in the franchise, like little spin-off shows, but after it's all said and done, we don't see these people anymore. It's a handful of reality TV stars that you have seen consistently throughout the years, and people want to be like, oh wait, you say we wouldn't go see her no more and she ain't on the show and we still see her, because it's still relevant for us to see her. She's talking about what happened at the show. But halfway through the season, Ahnna can't still be talking to us about the show because, baby, you're not on here. And we damn sure don't want to hear you keep talking about Stunna and Natalie because that shit is over and done with. Stunna comes out that bathroom and she was like, I don't know why people said I was bleeding because I wasn't the one bleeding. Now, I'm a little confused because I saw the blood coming from your forehead and I damn sure saw it on your arm. But when she came out that bathroom, it didn't look like shit was wrong with her. But I'm also no fool because, Stunna, you was in that bathroom for a very long time. And you wasn't letting the camera people in there, which confused me because I know the restaurant is closed. Meaning y'all the only ones there. So why could he not come in that bathroom and film, which I was talking about? It is that you was in there, you cleaned yourself up, they probably retouched up your makeup, and then you walk back out. The producers tried to get some dialogue between Natalie, Stunna, and Ahnna, but neither party wanted to deal with that, so everybody went their separate ways. We finally make it to Africa. They're in Cape Town. We see Natalie and Rolly getting in the Maybach. You know, Rolly the only girl she got left. The rest of you hoes had to get on the bus in the Sprinters. And Natalie starts to talk about what happened last night. Rolly says that she requested not to be at that dinner last night, and Natalie felt like, oh, well, you know, I wasn't aware that you and Stunna probably still had beef because remember, they had issues with each other on Baddies West. Rolly said it wasn't all that. She just decided that it was no need for her to be there, and Natalie was like, yeah, you're right, because we didn't need any extra people there jumping into a business that really had nothing to do with them. Rolly says how she finds it funny that these girls want to fight Natalie on camera, but when it's behind the scenes, y'all kikiing with Natalie, y'all calling her up, y'all asking her for things. And I mean, I would feel some type of way about it too if Natalie wasn't so manipulative and a user. So if them girls using Natalie, oh well. Natalie touched on Diamond and all the clout chasing she been doing, and she just sick of it. Rolly agrees that it is kind of annoying, but she was like, I understand that is how this girl makes her money online. It's just the first time I ever seen a woman clout chase like that. And no, I see women and men do it online. I feel like men are a little more loud with it, but definitely not a gender thing here. We see Dolly, Summer, Lex, Kay Rickson, Cole Killer, and Fauna get on the sprinter. And everything's good at first. Summer asks these girls, do they like the big three? And we see the girls are a little hesitant on answering this question. Like, as a viewer from home, which I was just the season before, no, but I don't want to make the same mistakes that y'all did last season. Like Emma and Les coming in having problems with people for what we saw as viewers. So let me get to know you guys. Dolly asks, do any of them have beef with anyone on the show? And Cole Killer says that she has a problem with Diamond, which was right up Dolly's alley because, she just had to fight Diamond and Ivory back in Atlanta. Cole Killer says that Diamond and Tinka took her song, which was cool. She was like, I want people to, get the song, remix the song, sample it, do whatever. Just make sure you shout us out because apparently this song of hers has 40 million views on YouTube. So she just wants the credit where credit due. But when she went up to Diamond kind of played her to the left like she didn't know who she was. Meanwhile, you got this girl whole song. So Cole Killer took offense to that. And she was like, Diamond was talking a lot of shit. So I hope she know when I see her, it's up. Dolly tells them that she had a fight with Ivory and Diamond. And she was like, yeah, I had to beat them bitches' ass. You ain't beat nobody ass, girl. Yo, I was shut up. She was also saying how, her and Ivory was cool until Ivory kept sneaking her. And she was like, I guess a snake will always shed its skin eventually. And I was always confused at the reunion on why Ivory and Dolly was fighting because during the show itself, those two didn't have a problem with each other from what I can remember. So they gonna have to clear up what the issue is. Summer says, just to let y'all know that anyone who go against my bitch, I'm on it. Fauna was like, girl, Summer, you just always be talking and talking. You don't even mean half the shit you be saying. Now, this is when Summer started to get a little irritated with Fauna. And I don't know why that struck such a nerve with her, but it did. And Summer was like, I say whatever on my mind. And I'll never regret shit. Dolly asks, are they fucking with the big three? And the girls was like, yeah, y'all seem like y'all cool. So we see Dolly, trying to build the alliance with her because Diamond and Ivory got their shit popping over there. So I need to gather as many girls as I can before they get to them. Summer asks them, are y'all friends? Y'all all cool? And the girls was like, yeah, we kind of all just met, but everybody seemed pretty good. So Dolly want to be a lame, talking about just don't forget that we're the original big three. So I'm looking at Dolly kind of crazy, like, girl, they didn't say they was a trio. They just said that, hey, we're all cool with each other. What the fuck was that about? Fauna overlooks that shit Dolly just said. And she was like, hey, I do want to give y'all props. I like how y'all challenged the OGs last season and made sure they were following the rules. And if they wasn't going to follow the rules, y'all had set them straight. And we plan on doing the same since we're in y'all position now this season. Dolly said, oh no, y'all not in our position. We still have our position. Which Kay was a little confused about because she was like, hold up, y'all not newbies anymore. Y'all OGs. And that's when Dolly let it be known, like, there's no more newbies and OGs. We're all just baddies on the show. Fauna asked Summer, do she remember her from the auditions? Which, of course, Summer did not remember this girl. And then she said something. She said something real smart out the mouth. And Dolly told her, chill. We trying to make some friends here. But Summer, she just keep popping that mouth and insisting on saying Fauna's name incorrectly. She just mispronouncing it. She was calling her Fanta. She was calling her Fanta Orange. Just being real disrespectful. And this was rubbing Cole Killer wrong. Summer like, I'm going to call you whatever I want to call you. I don't have to respect your name. This starts a melee on this bus. Because I'll be damned if you think you're going to tell me that you're going to call me whatever the fuck you want to call me and you going to disrespect me. This is the Baddies universe, baby. We're knucking if you're bucking now. So Everybody's on this bus just going at it. Cold Killer tells her, you gonna respect this girl name. You're not gonna just call her whatever the fuck you want to call her. Kay is looking crazy. She was like, all this over a name? Just girl, pronounce the girl name right. Fauna tells Summer she's not about to keep fighting her girls over her name. And you know Summer. Summer says, fuck your friends and your name. And this starts a whole nother fight on this bus. Everybody on the bus is fighting. And finally they stop this shit because it's 6 people in this thing thumping. I know that bus was a rocking and a rolling down that damn road. This is a safety hazard, so we got to get these girls off the bus. Dolly told them girls, wait till we get to the house and then we gonna finish this shit. Kay is popping her shit. She was like, we never claimed to be a trio, but now we is. And I like her. She reminds me so much of Nunu. I really wish they would have just brought Nunu back if they was going to bring this girl, but I'm going to take the substitution. The big 3 is escorted off this bus because these girls just keep on fighting. And Summer, she goes to the back of the bus and opens up the back doors trying to get to these girls, which caused some more melee between the girls. Now they throwing water at each other. Cold Killer is spitting. Y'all know I don't like that spitting shit. Zeus need to do something about that. Between that spitting and that biting, y'all need to have some type of penalty for these girls. Like, okay, hey, you're going to go home and we bringing a replacement. Or, hey, your pay going to be docked for the day for doing that because they getting out of hand with it. The big 3 is finally brought back on the bus, but Fauna and Cold Killer was still wanting that. So, no, there was no resolve there. They just trying to fight. Fauna feels the big 3 is weird because they switched on them out of nowhere. Summer steals Kay's vape, which pisses them off. They was like, oh, look, she got your vape. She's always stealing. But I'm looking like, hey, you ain't want that damn vape no more. That shit done been on this nasty ass flow. I hear Summer be peeing in bottles and it be spilling everywhere. That could be the same fucking bus. And something don't tell me that y'all detail that thing that well. Let her put it on her lips and hope that she don't get a bum bump. We get the scene with Ivory, Scotty, Diamond, Pretty P, Tavy Baby, LCK, and Russian Cream getting on the Sprinter. They're all introducing themselves, and Diamond recognized Tavy from the internet talking shit about them, so she checked her on that. But Tavy, she's not one to be easily checked, so she told Diamond to sit her ass down. But y'all know Diamond, she ain't about to just sit her ass down and not pop her shit. Tavy feels that Diamond is just doing the most right now. She was like, I was a viewer just last season. So yeah, like any other viewer, I had my opinions on the people on the show and what was going on. She was like, you the only one took it personally and been throwing jabs back at me since you see me on the internet. She was like, you did it so bad that it ended me with a spot on the show. Well, you know, tell her thank you, because you probably would have made it if it wasn't for that. Tavy says that she going to embarrass Diamond, and Diamond says you already embarrassed yourself when you wore that wig on this show. Now she going to make me wait till they get a good close-up on this girl wig so I can see what the problem is. Ivory starts talking about the meet up with the big 3 and what happened. P lets everybody know, like, hey, they have stole my purse, and when I got it back, I was mixing my Rolex, my Baddies chain, and my money. And she told those girls, hey, they steal. So y'all better make sure y'all put locks on y'all suitcases so they don't get to y'all shit. Then Scotty took another step forward and was talking about Summer so goddamn broke and ain't got shit. She'll steal your goddamn underwear. Now I hope she exaggerating. And Summer really ain't out here stealing people used underwear, because that's nasty. Ivory asked Diamond how she feel about Natalie, and she says, fuck a Natalie. Russian Cream asks what's the problem, and Diamond says that Natalie been hating on her since day one and she tired of her being fake. The last straw for her was when they was at the Baddies Caribbean last meal and they was giving out the Baddies chain, and she said everybody in the world knew I deserved that chain and they gave it to Meatball just to spite me. And to tell you the truth, Diamond ain't lying. Meatball did not deserve a Baddies chain. Nothing about Meatball screams baddie, and it has nothing to do with her size. Meatball is sloppy. She can't dress. She looked very thrown away. And then what put the icing on the cake for me was when you pulled that knife out on J.O. Because you was mad they was going to let her come in the house. You was that scared you was going to pull a knife on her. And let's not speak about how jealous she was about the fact that Tinker got a chain before her. That was just not baddie material to me. And y'all gave that girl that chain and bigged her up like that. Tavy asks, why did it take her 2 seasons to get her back? And Diamond says, you must not have been watching the show too closely because I've been trying to get her back since Baddies Caribbean. She kept saying she wasn't going to fight me, talking about, I'm not about to get any clout off for her. And she was like, Natalie's not one of those people that you can just call out for a fade because she's not going to do it. And she got security around her all the time. So she had to do what she had to do. Tavy wasn't really trying to hear what Diamond was saying. She just felt like that she was weak of Diamond to sneak Natalie like that. Diamond throws a drink on Tavi and they go at it. But Tavi ends up slipping on the drink that was just thrown, and Diamond was able to get the upper hand on her. We see Ivory in the confessional talking about, I told Diamond, if you ever get a bitch on the floor, you just keep hitting them.
I told Diamond, bitch, when you get a bitch down, bitch, you hammer, bitch, you bite your motherfucking lips, you put your lips in, and you go, bitch. And that's exactly what she did. My bitch was, Muska. Go, Diamond, go.
Looking like everybody out here giving lessons, huh? Lex, you been giving lessons to Summer so that she could get a little better. And even though Diamond's supposed to be a heavy hitter, you need to give her some milk and help train her, because I'm trying to figure out why Dolly is always broke up after every fight. And if she ain't broke up, bitch must got asthma, because she was breathing hard as fuck after each one of them fights. She out of shape. Natalie and Rolly, they pull up to the house, and it is so nice. It's really big. They have the Baddies Africa logo everywhere. They got the big letters spelling out Baddies along the pool. It just reminds me a lot when Bad Girls Club was on and how they used to have the house looking so good. Zeus got these damn African dancers out here, and these people so damn happy to be on the show and just showcase they dance. I feel so bad for them because I know it's just about to be some foolishness, and baby, y'all gonna dance about 2 seconds before it be a melee. They got the one little guy, he come over there happy as a fuck, telling Natalie who they are, and they just want to put on a little show for them. But Natalie was like, oh, well, you know, we got a few more girls that's going to be pulling up to the house, so we're going to wait till everybody get here, and then we're going to let y'all do y'all thing so everybody can see. The big three come in, and they're dancing to the music. And Fauna, she coming off the bus, but she said, I can't even focus on how pretty this house is or them dancers. Baby, my mind is on one thing and one thing only, and that's to get Summer's ass. And Summer must have felt the same way, because as soon as she turned around and seen them girls coming in, she went straight forward, and her and Fauna was going at it, rolling around in the grass.
Dancers, but I can't stop thinking about how these bitches had me and my bitches fucked up.
Oh, shit. Hold on.
Coach Killer, she tries to get her round with Summer, but of course Dolly jumps in, so we see everybody trying to grab these girls apart. Natalie is trying to figure out what is going on, and Fauna explains the whole disrespecting of the name situation, but Summer tried to rewrite history and said, oh no, they ain't have nothing to do with it. It had to do with the fact that she said she don't like the big three. Natalie asks Lex what was her issue with these girls, and Lex really couldn't give her an issue at all. She was just like, well, I'm just standing behind my bitches, which I want you to get away from. It's giving real third wheel, baby. I want you to know that. And they making you look real goofy too. Natalie tells these girls, hey, y'all all gotta live with each other this season, so y'all might as well line this shit up and get it over with. So first up was Cold Killer. She lined up with Summer, and of course, Cold Killer won that thing. Kay stepped up next to fight Summer, but y'all know Dolly is not letting this shit be no fair fight. So she jumps in, and now we all fighting again in the yard. Them African kids is over there looking so fucking perplexed. It don't make any damn sense. Y'all is so fucking embarrassing. Zeus, why is these people still out here? Y'all don't let them shit dig for a little bit. Y'all could have told them, baby, it ain't gonna be too much more of that dancing. Here's y'all check so y'all can go ahead and go about y'all business. Nelly is talking about she getting in the middle of all the fights this season because she's so tired of people saying that she don't break up fights. Nelly, shut up. You know what we're talking about. We're talking about the fact that you be starting shit and then be trying to pretend like you don't know why these girls is out here throwing hands with each other. You stop doing shit like that. That's what we want you to do. But then if she stopped doing it, will we have a show? It's the two evils, y'all. They finally get everybody to calm down, and we gonna let these African people dance one more time. Diamond and her girls, they pull up and they greeting everybody, but Diamond, she said, I'm walking in last, baby, because I don't know who the fuck is in here already and what type of time they on. Natalie goes up to Pretty P and she asks about her watch. So P was like, Dolly and Summer got her Rolex. So Natalie goes over and she's asking those girls, where is the watch? And in the midst of her asking, she sees Summer putting that watch on. So Natalie tries to convince Summer, girl, give her back that damn watch. Pretty P sees that Summer is not trying to come off this watch so easily. So, you know what they got to do. They got to square up and they got to get to tussling. Once they get pulled apart, we hear Dolly saying, throw the watch in the pond. So what y'all think Summer did?
After being this bitch ass, she talking about, give me my watch. And you thought it was gonna be that easy to get it back? Don't go fish for that bitch, hoe.
And when I tell you that was some bummy ass shit for you to throw that girl's Rolex in that pond like that, it ain't never that serious. That shit is rude as fuck. But P, she got in the paint with her one more time because as you should.
I'm finna beat your ass again, bitch. And this time, I'm gonna make sure you bloody. For real.
And a drag she did because when she was done with Summer, Summer was all bloodied up. I mean, Summer got beat up so damn bad, her friend couldn't even save her.
We all know Summer can't fight. It's no big deal.
Bitch. Natalie tells them that wasn't cool for them to do and that she was going to replace Pretty P's watch. Natalie sees Diamond and she decides to call her out. And Diamond is just like, Natalie, you been hating on me from the start. She's giving her example after example of the things that she did that did not sit well with her. And she was like, any bitch who has talked about me on this show, I fought them. So what makes you think that you can sit there and talk about me and I'm not going to fight you? Diamond keeps calling out Nat for this fade. But of course, Natalie, she was doing all that big talking. But when it was time for her to get to rumbling and thumping with Diamond, she was not with it. Tavy, she's still in some type of way about what happened on the sprinting. She was like, hey, don't keep calling out Natalie. You got a fade rating for you right here. I'm ready to go. So those two, they get to doing their rounds with each other. And it was so funny to me because Ivory was coaching Diamond on the fight. She was like, uppercutter, uppercutter. And Tavy is listening. Not Tavy, Tavy. Now that's the name that's going to mess me up all season. Tavy is taking her directions and uppercut and Diamond. And so Ivory was like, no, you Diamond, you uppercutter. While everybody is so focused on this fight between Tavy and Diamond, Lex, she gave us a little foreshadow before we got to this point when she was like, she has learned to just wait her turn and stop trying to jump in between these security guards because you're going to get tired out. Baby took that chance when nobody was watching, and she got Scotty as good, baby. And that's where the show cuts off. And I know the internet is so mad because Lex snuck Scotty, but to tell you the truth, that was the only way that girl was ever going to get her. Y'all keep talking about, oh, Scotty called her out at the reunion. Them bitches was going to get broke up in 2 seconds. Producer man was not going to let his girl get beat up like that. So she got her ass back. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. Share it, please, please, please. And until next time, bye, guys.